So if you like the Mighty Ducks, but you also like playing chess, but you're also looking for a tear-jerking movie-going experience, this one right here. Mira Nair directs Queen of Katwe. Queen of Katwe tells the story of Fiona. Fiona is a young, impoverished girl from Uganda who meets up with a football coach. You might think he's a soccer coach. I'm gonna call him a football coach because football just makes sense. But he also teaches chess, and he runs a little club for young children where they play chess, and he serves them porridge, and they have a good time. She becomes a really, really good chess player, and she goes on this journey of being this young, downtrodden, impoverished girl to a much more confident, empowered young woman, and pulls her family out of poverty. What's not to love about this film, about this story? It's such a feel-good, movie-going experience. It's really hard to not root for Fiona or any of the young children in this movie. It really does, it does get you right here. It's a wonderful tale about not letting your life circumstances determine your destiny. Fiona feels like she's not worth the life that she truly deserves, and that's a thing that I think we can all relate to, being stuck in a certain circumstance, wishing that you were in a different circumstance. How are you going to get from point A to point B? And furthermore, telling the story of embracing a young person's intelligence, a young person's creativity, a young person's mind, and getting them to actually feel good about themselves and feel like it's okay to challenge norms and to pull yourself out of whatever funk you might be in, whether it's your fault, whether it's not your fault, doesn't matter. It's sort of like, what can you do to change your life and feel confident about that and feel empowered to take action and change your life, not be just resolute to, I guess this is how things are. It's really empowering. It's really inspiring. The movie had excellent performances from Lupita Nyong'o, who plays Fiona's mother, David Oyelowo, who plays the chess coach, and the film introduces Madina Nalwanga. She plays Fiona. All three of these actors and every other actor in the film gave a very strong performance. The film was filled with a lot of child actors, and sometimes that's like, ooh, don't know, but this movie was not ooh, don't know at all. This movie felt genuine. The performances felt grounded. They felt real. You can't not root for these kids and share in their joy and in their awe as they progress. These are really impoverished children, and they're taken into these really, really fancy, elaborate schools, and they go up against other chess competitors that have way more money, way more experience, and come from way better means. And what that must feel like being an 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-old child from Uganda to have your life completely changed. It's that nostalgia for home, but wanting a better life. It's really, really well balanced. All of these characters come across as very, very likable and root-forable, if I could coin a phrase. If I have any nitpicks with the film, they're very, very minute. A few that come to mind was there was a little clunky editing at times. There were those couple moments where like a scene would abruptly end. There would be like half a line or like half of a gesture or something, and then the next scene would start and you kind of go, oh, was there... Did anyone look at that? Some of it came across as like, oh, that child actor might have improv something and we really wanted to keep it. But in order to keep it, maybe they had to truncate it on the cut, maybe. There was also pretty noticeable ADR, especially at the beginning of the film. It's not a deal breaker. If you watch my Revenant review, you'll notice that I brought the same thing up there in the Revenant. There was a lot of pretty obvious ADR. It happens. There were so many quotable, meaningful lines, too, in this movie, especially from David Oyelowo's character of Robert, the coach. He had so many, like, life lessons that were wrapped in chess talk, and I really like the game chess, so I really enjoyed it. I love how they used the game of chess to illustrate confidence and strategy and planning, and sort of the mind can sort of overcome so many things. This is, of course, another movie that's based on true events, and they had a really nice ending credits scene. I won't spoil anything, this is non-spoiler, but I really did appreciate the credits. You get to see something really nice and heartwarming that I enjoyed quite a bit. Overall, guys, if you want a movie that will warm your heart, if you want to go to the theater and have an inspiring cry, because you're gonna shed some tears in this film. I cry at movies. I'm not afraid to admit it. This one's gonna hit you right here. I think it should, right? Yeah. I mean, if it doesn't, that's kind of odd. It's a great story. It's a great journey. Definitely go support Queen of Katwe. It deserves it. So guys, Queen of Katwe, did you watch the movie? What did you think of the performances, and what did you think about my little nitpicks here and there? Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video and you want to watch me ramble about movies, you can always click right there to subscribe.
What's your favorite chess piece?
My favorite chess piece. Two things popped into my mind. My gut says the queen, because she's the most powerful piece. She can move anywhere. And you always love getting your pawn to the other end and turning, so you have two queens. That's always awesome. But the knight is probably the coolest chess piece, because the knight always sneaks up on you. You're like, ah, check. Fuck a knight. God damn it, the knight.
That's what I think about the pawn. Actually,
Oh.
the pawns, because nobody looks at the pawn. If you
Yeah.
see the pawns up just right before looking like, ooh, that bishop's gonna grab my butt, but then
Yeah.
all of a sudden,
They forget about the pawn.
your little pawn
Yeah.
feels her.
But yeah, they have their little snap thing that I can't do. It's like when you get your fingers to,
Yep,
Yeah.
you have this, it's,
yeah.